Hello guys, welcome back to PN Drawing. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to draw a face of an anime girl. So let's get started. So first off, we're going to draw a circle for where the head is going to be. And then we're going to draw a straight line through it, vertical line for the center of the head. And then we are going to add the shape of the cheek below the circle. And it's quite hard to explain how the shape of the cheek is gonna be like. It's just gonna be four lines, four straight line, kind of straight lines. And actually you can draw a fifth line here for a flat cheek, but it's really up to what kind of style you're going for. And for the most part, anime girls tend to have sharp cheek, so if you want to draw a girl, you might want to have a sharp cheek. That's what I've noticed anyway, so maybe it's not true. And by the way, 2 lines for the neck. Just 2 lines down there, maybe a little bit, getting a little bit narrower down there. And then the shoulder is gonna be around this wide. It's quite okay, maybe a little bit too wide. Okay, but anyway, let's go back to the face. Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so for the face, I'm gonna draw a line in the middle of these two. And actually, most people will tell you to draw the eyes on top of here. But I personally want to draw the top, the upper line of the eye on top of this line, which is the actually center of the head. So that means this girl is gonna have her eyes not on the center of the head, but below the center of the head, which does not make sense in real life, but in anime you can do that. And actually, in our opinion, it looks better when it's like that, because it's just a preference. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit to explain to you how the eyes is drawn. So there are tons of ways to draw the eyes. So the way I like is just a curved line and a slash on the outer side, and then a circle for the iris, but it's not complete because the upper part of the iris is hidden below the eyelid. And you're just gonna copy the same thing to the side and make sure you get the same space here. And also this line. Okay, someone just went into my room. I'm sorry, but let's just continue. Okay, so my way of drawing the eyes is I'm gonna draw the upper line of the eyes very dark and thick, and have an almost invisible lower line for the eyes. Okay, so actually I'm gonna switch pencil to have a much sharper one. And then I'm gonna draw a highlight. And then this is gonna be the pupil. And this is gonna be a shadow. So I'm just gonna shadow it like that. Then I'm gonna add some eyelashes. I don't like that much eyelashes, but you can add as much as you want. But I just want to keep it like that. and then one line for the eyelid. So let's just copy everything to the other side. So make sure I have the same thickness, and then the highlight, and then the shadow, and then yeah, just shadow it, and it looks quite good. And I'm gonna just add that line. Okay, so I'm actually gonna erase this line here so that we don't have to erase it after we draw the hair, which is really hard to do, of course, because you don't want to erase the hair at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the eyebrows. So the thing to remember for drawing the eyebrows is that there are so many ways to draw it again, but in general anime tend to have the eyebrows quite high, quite tall, you know, quite out of place actually compared to real life. So like this. Okay, so I'm actually gonna erase this line here too, because I'm gonna draw the nose now. I'm sorry, there's gonna be a lot of erasing, but I can still see the line a little bit, so I know this is the center of the nose. And by the way, if you wondered, the curve was here, so it's a little bit taller than the curve. But you know, again, it comes down to how your character looks like and what style you're going for. You can draw the nose pretty low too, but you know, whatever. Then for the mouth, I'm just gonna draw a line like this. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna strengthen this line with a better shape. The shape of the cheek is really important because it makes up such a big part of the face, but once again it's so little, you know, it's just 4 lines, so it's really hard to master the shape of the cheek, in my opinion. Okay, I'm so someone just yelled outside of my room, and my hand just blurred the lines a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, so now let's just draw this also a little bit harder. And by the way, I think the neck is a little bit too thick compared to how big the eyes are. Because if her eyes are this big, then the neck is going to be a little bit narrower, thinner, and the shoulder is going to be narrower. It's going to be like this. Now this looks good. Okay, if you can see it, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I've just made the shoulder narrower. Okay, so now let's draw the hair. So for girls, I always draw this thing, this hair, and I always draw this first too. Or maybe, no, maybe I'm gonna just start here. Somebody just went into my room again. I have such a I have such a busy. Okay, someone just went into my room again. I have such a busy house, but let's just continue. Okay, so this is looking a little bit strange actually. Okay, so I made some parts of the hair now. The thing to remember when drawing hair is to always draw like very fast, very quick, so that it does not get like this. Your hand does not vibrate, and also you have to be very free. You have to have the flow. If you understand what I mean. The flow. You have to make it look natural, which might be quite hard in the beginning. The hair is something I struggled with for a very long time, so I completely understand how some of you might feel. But you just have to keep practicing until you get, until you can draw the hair with a good flow. And for this tutorial, I'm just gonna have a very, very normal hair. Something like this. Let's just add a line here. On here. And then the line here too. And then of course some like this. Okay, so looking very good. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna make the mouth a little bit more definite. I don't know how to call it. The mouth is a little bit, it does not look very straight or something. Okay, whatever, it's not that important. Okay, so now I'm gonna just redraw the hair so that the lines become clearer. Maybe I'm gonna do a time lapse here. I don't know yet before I edit the video, but I have really nothing more to talk about. Oh, I have the shadowing too. Okay, so I just have to be quite quick about this. Okay, still looking quite good, but this line, I have to erase it because this is behind, and also the same goes with this line. Let's continue. So here you go. Maybe okay, so I'm gonna erase all those sketches and also the unused lines if I'm able. No, I'm not. I can't do that. I'm erasing the lines I've drawn. Okay. So now let's just do the shadowing of this girl. Okay, so before we do that, I actually want to draw the shoulder more complete. And also I forgot to add clothes to her. She's a little bit naked here now. So first off, we're gonna erase all unused lines. And this is very easy. You just have to first add 2 lines for the bones. And then just a cloth like thing. Maybe something like this. So this is gonna be her cloth. Okay, so actually I'm just gonna do some shadowing now. Okay, so first off, of course, the hair that is behind. There's gonna be a shadow behind her. And then the shadow for these strokes. And shadow for the whole hair behind. And this whole thing also. And then of course the shadow is gonna be on the face a little bit. And some shadows here. And shadows behind all these here. Okay, looking good. And of course, shadow here. And let me just make this a little bit. A little bit. Because here is gonna I'm sorry, but There's gonna be some shadows there. This looks a little bit strange, but it's gonna be okay, I think. And a little bit shadow here too. Maybe these shadows were poorly drawn. Okay, so now this looks okay. Okay, so there's no more place I can add some shadows, I think. Okay, of course here. A little bit downwards. And a little bit downwards here too. Okay, so guys, we're done drawing an anime girl. So let's just make sure we take out all the debris of okay, so this looks quite good actually. So guys, thank you for watching. Here you have the face of an anime girl plus some shoulder plus the hair. And if you like this video, please leave a like, and if you want more tutorials, just subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question or request, just leave a like in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.